my lovelies, and welcome back. A lot of new social media managers and people that are just trying to break into the freelancing world of social media management may not always know exactly what services they need to offer to get these jobs, to get these clients, but no worries because it's super simple. And today I'm going to go over how to figure out what services you should start offering because there's tons of different ones that you can add. But let's just keep it simple today and get into how to figure out what services to offer. If you don't know me or you're new to the channel, my name is Tia and I help ambitious entrepreneurs become profitable social media managers, virtual assistants, or if you're just trying to market your own business, this is the place for you. So when you're starting out in social media management, you may not know what exactly services that you should offer. You never went to college for marketing. You may have not worked for an actual employer in the digital marketing or social media management position, but you know how to use social media, so why not? And you get to work from home and you get to make your own hours, so that's awesome. But you still probably don't know exactly how to figure out what to offer. The thing is, it's very different when you're posting on your personal social media versus a business social media, whether that be your business or a client's business, because the strategy that you have to offer is completely different. Once you understand what goes on behind the scenes on how to actually get that client the results they're looking for, then you'll understand that you're gonna start raising your prices even more, and you're gonna understand why other agencies are charging what they do. So again, today we're gonna go ahead and focus on how you can start understanding what services you can start offering today with no experience. Let's go ahead and get started.
Social media services. So this is going to go into the basic services to offer when you are starting out. Let's go ahead and get started. Just know that you need to start slowly and offer a few services to focus on, and also choose one or two platforms to become really good at. You don't want to find yourself overwhelmed when you are just starting off, no experience, because the last thing you want to do is feel burnt out and already feel like you want to quit. So let's just make this really simple. When you're first starting out, you want to offer something that you can work on without feeling overwhelmed. So ask yourself and really answer these questions truthfully to yourself. Get out a piece of paper, write this down. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? What makes you unique and special that sets you apart from everybody else? What can you offer to help grow a business? So, for example, if you are a good writer, you can become a copywriter, a caption writer, or a blog writer. If you're good at creating graphics, you can offer graphic creation. And Canva has a ton of templates that can start you off with, and you can always adjust it and fix it however you want to. And I do just want to throw this in. If you do graphic creation, do not use Google Images ever because of copyright issues and the possibility that you may be sued for reposting these pictures as your own or your client's content. Also, depending on your client's audience, you can use other apps like Repost to give the credit to who created the content if you want to share that. Because the last thing you want to do is steal someone else's work and put it as your own on a client's page. So I put a couple of different places you can go on here that are free sites for images and videos. Unsplash is one of my absolute favorites. Pixabay, Pexels, and Adobe Spark all have some free images and videos that you can use. I threw in Planoly and Later. That also has the option to get other photos too that other people have used. But again, you always want to credit who you got it from. So again, do not ever use Google Images and do not ever use someone else's images without crediting it. Just to kind of go back. So again, when you're going through these skills that you have, are you good at editing websites? You can actually add SEO optimization and website design. So SEO, search engine optimization. So it's just taking the skills that you know that you're really good at and kind of manipulating it into a skill or a service that you can offer. There are so many services that you can offer. It's crazy. You have consulting, content creation, graphic design, SEO, and the list goes on. Now, the reason why I put this here is because everyone kind of has this idea that all social media managers do the same thing. All digital marketers do the same thing. That's not true, because this list that I have right here isn't even the half of the things that you could be doing. These are like some of the basic things, or, the services that are most common known to clients and business owners. So what I would say is just choose one thing that you're good at and be the best at it. If Instagram is your go-to platform and you know a lot about Instagram, specialize in Instagram and also help out on other platforms. Be that expert on that platform. So like I said earlier, just focus in on one or two platforms and one or two basic service skills that you have already, and be the best at it. Be an expert. You can do this. No one ever said that you needed to have every single service listed on here at once. It will always change depending on the niche that you're looking for or the client that you're working for. But the good thing is, as you learn and grow, you can add those to your packages, or you can even outsource the things you aren't good at. So say you want to add podcast promotion onto your list of services because it's a really big thing now, but you don't know how to do it. You can go to Fiverr or Upwork or freelancer.com and have someone else do it. And obviously you will increase your prices at this point, and then you'll pay your outsourced freelancer, and then you'll keep the difference and you'll still make money on top of that. But that's completely a different thing. I can do a training on that later if you guys want to know how to kind of grow into an agency. This is, again, just the basics on how to get started. So another set of questions that you will want to ask yourself when you're kind of identifying the services that you want to offer or what you're good at, you can ask these questions also. Does your service save the client time? Does your service save your client money? How much can your ideal client afford? And how much return on investment does your service provide them, and how will you show? Does your service save the client time? And we will just keep it real basic. So say they just want graphics made. Okay, that takes time to make graphics. It takes time to do market research for putting that information onto the site and writing the captions. You would handle all that, save that client time on creating the graphics, even if they maybe not know how to do it. Does your service save your client money? If they say wanted to have a whole website built, but you're really good at websites and you know how to edit them and optimize them, you can offer that at a semi-discounted price if they purchase extra services or something like that. Like, you just have to promote yourself on other things that you can do so that it's not just one thing that they're paying for. Even though you can definitely do that, but just to increase the money that you're making, you want to charge more and add more services. How much can your ideal client afford? When you are creating your packages and your pricing, then you are thinking about the people you want to help, the businesses that you want to help. If it's a startup, how do they even have money? Because they're not established yet, or do they have savings? Did they get a loan? You need to think about how much your client can afford. If you like working with startups, if you like working with some people or businesses that are already established and they just have gotten so busy and so big that they can't focus strictly on their management and marketing anymore on social media, that they need to outsource that to somebody else. Now, they're probably going to have a lot more money at this point to pay you for your services. And return on investment. This is where your analytics are going to come in. How are your services going to show them that you're helping their business out and getting them more clients? Or is it more leads? Is it more signups for their lead magnets? Something that will show how much you're growing their account. Lastly, clients and niching. So a couple little things, and this is again just a real basic overview of clients and niching. We'll go more into client avatars and everything like that a little bit later. But ask your clients, what is their message and who is their target audience? Do they have competitors they look up to? This is to mainly figure out what niche or industry that you want to work in also. So having a clear understanding of your ideal client will help you determine what services you can offer that you can help them. Also, you just don't want to take any client, and you want to make sure that you get to know the person and what their expectations are so there aren't problems in the future. As you kind of go on your journey, you're going to find out those types of people or clients that you do want to work with and that you don't want to work with, and sometimes those do come down to the niches that you pick. So again, just choose one to start off with, one niche, even though that's the most controversial thing, because some people say, oh, just pick one and go for it, or do everything. Really, just choose a niche that you are interested in. You want to pick something that you won't have troubles making content for because you absolutely love it. Or say you want to dive into another industry that you have no idea about, but you want to learn, like say realty. If you want to learn more about realty and realtors, then maybe that's your niche to start off with, because that's going to focus you on one thing. And that's what we need to get you to do, is focus on one thing and become the expert. And again, you can always change your niche, so that's not a problem. Make sure that you stick around for next week's video, where I'm going to go into how to actually price your services once you get everything kind of put together from this training today and know what services you actually want to offer when you first start out.
All right, so I hope that brought so much clarity to you, so that now you know how to start packaging your services so that you can start selling and making money. I do appreciate you guys always sticking with me and giving me the support in the content that I make, because I love making content for you guys. I love seeing you guys progress in your entrepreneurial journeys. And if you have any questions, you can always comment down below, send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram at Tia Riche. I will also link down below my Facebook group so that you can join for free. I give tips and tricks in there. We have conversations on what your wins are, so it's super fun. And again, I do all of this for you guys, so thank you again for the support. And as always, have a wonderful and safe weekend and shine bright like a diamond.